What's up? Rob of 3STRONG here. Today I want to talk about how to get together a full workout, how to organize your workout from warm-up all the way through to a cool down, and how to get the most out of that time frame. I've seen a lot of people post on their Facebook pages that they were at the gym for 2 to 3 hours. I was lifting weights, I was doing all this other stuff, and that's great if you have that time, but honestly for me, I feel like that's a huge waste of time. Unless you're training for a marathon and you're going out running, over 10 to 15 miles, there's really no reason to spend that much time in the gym at one period of time. Unless it's really just turning into social hour and that's your way to get away from the family and stuff or whatever, to get out of the house, great, totally good. But if that's used as kind of your bragging rights to be like, hey, I was at the gym for that long and I got a great workout, you really don't need 2 to 3 hours to get a great workout. So I really want to talk about how to maximize your time, get a lot done within a short time frame. And I'm just going to use a simple 1 hour block of time to let you know that each workout is can be used a lot more efficiently and effectively. So I like to break up the hour in 20-minute blocks. And within these blocks, we can fit in whatever we want. And so this is actually how I formulate the workouts for my groups and also for my personal training clients. Just because it's a lot easier to compartmentalize, because then you're not creating a whole workout from start to finish. You can use this template and keep certain warm-ups that you like, and then take out a piece and add in a different strength piece, or take out a cardio piece and add in something else. You have this kind of modular thing that you can use. Okay, so within this first 20 minutes, I like to use this as my warm-up, but let's actually break this down into smaller pieces. So let's break this 20-minute warm-up down into 2 different sections, 2 10-minute blocks. The first one, I like to use that time to kind of identify any tightnesses or soreness from my last workout, because sometimes we'll walk into the gym and just feel great, but we haven't really pushed the range of motion, we haven't really tried to stretch or move these muscles since the last workout, and sometimes you get a little bit surprised. You go down into a squat and you're like, oh crap, my hamstrings are tight, or my inner thighs are tight, or whatever. God, they're really sore, and I didn't really notice that until I just did that movement. So this first 10 minutes, I'll just call it stretch. And this would be any one of those hip stretches, the shoulder stuff that I have in my other videos. Use that time to identify that stuff so that when you start moving, things are a little bit more flexible, the hips are open, shoulders are open, and you're feeling good. That next 10-minute block of that warm-up, I like to use as kind of a core work. So let's just call that core. Any one of the core series, and this is good to really turn all those muscles on, not necessarily get a really good burn and get those muscles fatigued, but just to turn them on, get them firing, so that when we go to the bigger movements, that our spine has been stabilized, it's been activated, turned on, it's ready to go. Now let's move on to this next block. So let's just call this first one warm up. This next block, this is when, since I'm fresh and I'm primed and I'm ready to go, I like to use this time to get in all my heavy strength work. And I like to keep it fairly simple. I'll typically pick a movement such as deadlift, squat, and one of the presses, either bench press or overhead press. And within this next 20-minute time block, I can get my strength work in. And so, this will actually include, so let's actually just say, 5 minutes of that is going to be warming up on that actual movement. I'm going to do my warm-up sets, which I presented in another video, so spend the time to figure out, let's just say bench press. It's easy because you can see my arms. So you're going to warm up on the bench press, then you're going to figure it out. I'm going to do 5 sets of 5. My rest interval is going to be about 2.5 minutes, and then that is going to take up the other, let's just say, that's going to be your bench press. that's going to take up the other 15 minutes of that 20-minute block. Okay, cool. Now, what we can do is if we have any assistance work, we have 20 minutes to do that. So any one of those dumbbell series that I've showed you, or you can do another strength movement and do that. So now you get 2 big strength movements, or you can do a body weight series, any sort of combination series to get your heart rate up, get those the muscles burning a little bit, and those easily fit within 15 to 20 minutes. Let's just say it takes 15 minutes to do, I'll just call it conditioning, and that'll take 15 minutes. And then at the end, cool down. And that cool down will spend about 5 minutes. You know what I do for cool down? Some of the same stretches that I started with. So we loosen ourselves up at the beginning. We do some core movements to get ourselves primed, ready to go. We focus on a big strength movement, and then the last 20 minutes we have time for conditioning or a little bit more strength. And then at the end, we finish off with the cool down, which matches the stretches that we did. Or if there's anything else that's sore from all the work we did here, loosen that up. But this is an excellent way to get yourself going, get yourself in and out of the gym within an hour, and actually accomplish more than what some people do within 2 to 3 hours. Okay? Hopefully that works for you guys. I will see you tomorrow.